This is the B main, 20 laps. Real estate. You need real estate, get it approved here in the NT. 20 laps of the journey, 18 cars on track. The B main is all go, and it is Tyler Fraser and Mason Cameron who lead them down into turn number 1 the first time. McAuliffe is there as well. Here comes a charge from car 108 of Blake Webb. They're 4 wide further back in the field. Almost through the first lap. 1 down, 19 to go. Mason Cameron takes the lead from Tyler Fraser. McAuliffe is there along with Blake Webb. They're running 3 and 4 wide throughout the field. Down the back straight they go. An amazing spectacle here at Northline. Ricky Cornwall runs 5th as they move out of turn 4 to complete lap number 2 of the B main. Been run at a cracking pace. Back then to Michael Larson, Gardner and Malcolm. They're in the top 8. Blake Fletcher is 9th, and back in 10th place is Zach Mitchell, who's made up a few spots as they move down the back straight. Lance Carew has made 3 positions so far from the back of the field. Out of turn 4 they come to complete lap number 3 of 20. Mason Cameron gets away. Back in 2nd place it's McAuliffe, Ben McAuliffe from Tyler Fraser. Well, 1 car there of Nick Keeley has gone to the infield. Rada Knotson has stopped as they go down the back straight. The yellow lights have come on, so the steward has deemed that he was shoved off the track, I have to assume. He's going to come back on. Yellows are on. It's the Queenslander of Mason Cameron who leads from McAuliffe, Fraser and Blake Webb. They're the first 4. They'll be the ones that transfer at this very early stage. Down the back straight they go. The status quo is on. They're flying down the back here at Northline. Out in front it's Mason Cameron, just in front from the Victorian Ben McAuliffe. They run 3 wide into the main straight. It's Tyler Fraser, Blake Webb and Ricky Cornwall. Coming under them is also Michael Larson and Brad Gartner, and also Luke Malcolm's poking the nose in as well in the battle for the top 4. Out of 3 and 4 they come. Cars everywhere on the racetrack at the moment. It's Cameron, McAuliffe, then Fraser. Cornwall has moved to 4th now. Brad Gartner goes underneath of Cornwall, and in the middle there also it would be Michael Larson, and Blake Webb is in there. In fact, it's Webb that's in the middle of those 2 cars, and back then to Michael Larson and Luke Malcolm. They're 4 and 5 wide across the track for 4th place at the moment, as our race leader is Mason Cameron. Back in 2nd place it's still Ben McAuliffe from Tyler Fraser. They're every which way here, nearly 4 wide out of turn 2. Ricky Cornwall's gone to 4th place. Gartner's in 5th. Here comes Michael Larson underneath of Gartner, and on the outside is car 108 from Western Australia, Blake Webb, and sneaking up underneath a couple of those is Luke Malcolm as well. He's gone up into about 7th place now. There's places changing here, there and everywhere. McAuliffe's back in 2nd place. 3rd place is now Tyler Fraser. Right there with him in a wall of cars for the transfer spots. It's Ricky Cornwall up near the fence. In the middle is Gartner. Luke Malcolm's in that group along with Blake Webb. And right behind them is Michael Larson. Amazing spectacle here in the B main. Our race leader is Mason Cameron. We've done 8. We're about to do lap number 9. 2nd place is still Ben McAuliffe from Tyler Fraser. Down low on the track is Brad Gartner. They're 3 wide into the main straight. Ricky Cornwall's gone back to 5th. Luke Malcolm in 6th place, and on the outside of him is Blake Webb. Right behind them is Michael Larson. Oh, one of them's lost a wheel in the lead group. Left front on car number 53 of Ben McAuliffe has lost the left front wheel. And the wheel has made its way down into the back straight. So Ben McAuliffe, while running in 2nd place, has lost a wheel. And we've done 9 of the 20 laps. Nine down, 11 to go. Away again with Mason Cameron holding the lead at the moment from Tyler Fraser. In front of this big crowd here at Northline. Immediately Brad Gartner goes under Fraser, and so too does Ricky Cornwall. Luke Malcolm in that group. The charades are next. Michael Larson, Blake Webb and also Blake Fletcher, and on the outside is Zach Mitchell. There's a whole host of West Australians in that group, but it's the Queenslander still in front. Mason Cameron at the halfway mark, back to Gartner in 2nd place. 3rd place is that of Ricky Cornwall, Tyler Fraser, Luke Malcolm there in 5th place, and then Michael Larson. back then to Blake Webb, Blake Fletcher, Zach Minchell, and coming around the outside of those is Jade Mull in car number 16. Then Darcy McAuliffe, maybe a lead change here. Gardner underneath of Mason Cameron. Luke Malcolm underneath of Ricky Cornwall. And Michael Larson is coming underneath of Tyler Fraser. A great race out in front. Gardner hits the front now. Mason Cameron back in front. On the outside, Ricky Cornwall back to third. We've got trouble further back. Lance Carew in the fence up in turn 4. Yellow lights are on, and we've got a third stoppage in the B. 12 down. So Brad Gardner leads. His lead at the end of lap 11 was 0.004 of a second. 4 1,000s as they cross the line ahead of Mason Cameron, Cornwall, Malcolm back underway. Malcolm goes low on the track. They're nearly 3 wide for second. Tyler Fraser is in 5th place, then Michael Larson, Blake Webb, Blake Fletcher, Jade Mull, and then we've got Lance Carew up into the top 10. He's halfway through the field, then Zach Minchell is next. So move down the main straight. Our race leader is Gardner. Mason Cameron's under pressure. 3rd place is that of Ricky Cornwall. Luke Malcolm is 4th. And then back to Tyler Fraser, Michael Larson and Blake Webb. They are 3 wide into the main straight. And Luke Malcolm sneaks under the pair of them. Cameron and Cornwall get hooked up. Cornwall's the big loser out of that. He's gone back to 5th as Tyler Fraser's gone into 3rd. Oh, and there's trouble further back as Cornwall gets hooked up. And so 2 other cars have gone around further back. Curtis Peel and Irving. The green lights have remained on. They've sorted themselves out. And they're a long way behind the leaders now. It's Gardner out in front. Malcolm in 2nd place. Lance Carew retires. Back in 3rd place, that's Lance Carew's last drive in junior sedans. Back in 3rd place, it's Mason Cameron. Oh, the leader's gone sideways. What's happened there? Gardner nearly spun himself right around. He's gone back to 2nd, and Luke Malcolm finds himself out in front with a handy lead. Back in 2nd place is Gardner. Back then to Cameron in 3rd, and Tyler Fraser 4th. Ever-changing fortunes with 5 laps to go in the B main. Back in 5th place, it's Michael Larson, then Blake Webb and Ricky Cornwall. But it's Luke Malcolm from Western Australia out in front. Gardner, Cameron, then Fraser, Larson, then Blake Webb. Ricky Cornwall is the next car through. Then we've got Jade Mull and Blake Fletcher is 9th, then Darcy McAuliffe and Caitlin Story. Out of turn 4, they come underneath the super screen. Out in front, it's Luke Malcolm from Western Australia. He started from position number 5 and he's running away with it now. Gardner in 2nd place, then Mason Cameron in 3rd. 4th place still is that of Tyler Fraser from WA, then Michael Larson. Larson's got a bit of work to do to catch Tyler Fraser with the first 4 to transfer. There'll be 2 laps to go in the B main here at the 7 Mate North Line Speedway, the National Junior Sedan title. And it looks as though Luke Malcolm is on his way to winning the B main. 2nd place is still that of Brad Gardner. 3rd place and going nicely is Mason Cameron, then Tyler Fraser. There's a battle there for 6th and 7th, but it looks as though with 1 to go, it's home and hose Luke Malcolm. Gardner, Cameron and Fraser fighting for 3rd and 4th. Back then to Michael Larson, Blake Webb and Jade Mull. Down the back straight the final time, and a very, very good B main comes to an end, and Luke Malcolm from Western Australia will win. Luke Malcolm first across the line, 2nd is going to be Gardner, 3rd is Mason Cameron, and 4th is Tyler Fraser. They qualify. Not going through to the main event will be Michael Larson, Blake Webb, Jade Mull, Blake Fletcher. Then it was Caitlin Story. Ricky Cornwall finished 10th in his last ever junior sedan race. Darcy McAuliffe, Zach Minchell, Jai Irving, Nicholas Keeley and Dylan Keane. That's the way they finished in the B main. 1.458 the winning margin. The quick lap was by Mason Cameron at 19.178.
Yeah, Malcolm, here are your winner of our B main, Luke Malcolm. How's it feel?
Awesome. It's unbelievable.
So you're going to the A main off the back. How do you think you're going to go?
Hopefully move up a couple positions and I'll be happy.
All right, well, good luck. We'll back out. We know you need to turn this car around. Don't want to keep you too long. Ben McAuliffe looks like that snapped a wheel stud, and that's why that wheel came off the Ben McAuliffe car.